When are your kids ready to lead a rock climb? Today we're sharing the steps and progression our kids took on the way to their first sport climb leads. Hi there, everyone. I'm Jason. Our twin 7-year-olds just did their first lead sport climbs, taking the rope up with them rather than having a top rope set above them. It was an incredibly rewarding experience watching them fulfill a goal that was literally years in the making. So, years in the making begs the question, what steps did they take on this journey? And does it really have to take years? The second question is easy, so let's start with that. It doesn't have to take years. It took years for our kids because they started climbing just before they turned 3. Obviously, 3-year-olds are far less likely to be putting up leads. The first question, what was our boys' progression? I can recount step by step. The beginning was just about climbing, a lot. To lead climb, a certain amount is skill, but a lot is just confidence. By getting out on rock a lot, the boys started moving through the difficulty grades. And that's the other thing. We wanted the first lead experiences to be successful rather than scary, so we put them on a route that was a full 2 grades below what they were climbing cleanly. Well, cleanly is an interesting word. At first, we were pushing the grades from their very first 5.0 all the way to a 511A, but we were unconcerned with how often the boys hung on the top rope, either by a fall or just by resting. We just wanted them to experience lots of different types of climbing moves and holds. And we'll share a link to another video we have describing many of those moves and hold types. But as the boys got stronger, and as they could hang and rest and squirm their way into more advanced climbing, above 510, we started to challenge the boys to get up routes on top rope without ever weighting the rope. Once they were climbing routes, as they called it, clean, we simultaneously started showing them the fundamentals of quick draw clipping on bolted sport routes. Sport climbing felt like the right starting point for such young kids rather than traditional climbing, where they'd have to know how to place good gear. I set up a practice draw with a rope at home and showed them how they would need to clip with one free hand and the 2 different ways to clip depending on which hand is free and where the gate is facing. We'll do a short video on those mechanics, too. Then it was time to give them practice runs while on the move. I put a bunch, too many, draws on a route with good holds on our home wall. We kept them on top rope for safety, but let them trail another rope up and clip it as they went. This is also called a mock lead. And we did it until it was automatic. This is where the climbing grades and the practice clipping came together. We put them on a route that was 2 full numbered grades lower than their ability to climb clean on top rope. Again, this is about feeling confident and having a good experience. It doesn't matter what the grades are, it just matters that you can compare the clean top rope climb to the lead climb grades and make the appropriate step down. And with quick draws pre-clipped on the route, our boys don't have harnesses with gear loops yet, the first leads happened. And the experiences were exciting and left them wanting to do more rather than being fearful and emotionally exhausted. Thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell, and check out our website at shortguysbetaworks.com to find gear lists, all of our videos, and additional thoughts and information. How old were you when you did your first lead climb, or how old do you want to be if you are setting your first lead climb goal? Drop us a note in the comments. We'll see you next week and keep on getting more out of that big outside.